so many of you may not have heard about the 5 stages of grief, but it is something that we all as human beings go through unknowingly. Now, let's think about times when you probably would have lost your loved one, your family member, or your friend, or maybe even your pet through death. You would definitely feel sad. Like, it's normal to feel sad, but actually in this sadness, there are 5 stages to it. So the first stage is denial. What you're actually feeling is you are denying the truth or the reality that just took place. Your mind is constantly telling you like, no, this just did not happen. It's no way that, my mom or my sister or my uncle is gone. I will never be able to accept this. You're just denying every single thing to sort of like make yourself feel better about the situation. The second stage is anger. Now, anger is a very common emotion that you would feel after you have dealt with a loss, or if you're dealing with a loss. Now, in this stage of anger, you must allow yourself to feel the anger. You have to go through the anger in order to later on cope with the death. So this anger can actually be extended to not just one person. You might actually be angry even at the doctor who treated your best friend who died. Or you might find yourself snapping at people very easily. Like, you feel like if you go to work, you suddenly start shouting at friends, or you will not be able to even handle a little bit of stress. Now, these are all the anger that you would feel that is being projected to other people. The third stage is bargaining. Now, in this level of bargaining, what you would find yourself do is you're trying to bargain with God. When you pray, you find yourself when you pray to God, you would say that, if you help me in this situation, or if you cure my wife, or if you cure my daughter, I will help those in need for the next 1 year. Just do this one favor for me. After that, the fourth stage is the depression stage. Okay, so this is where your feelings of sadness is really, really overwhelming. Like, you would actually start questioning, like, since my mom or sister or best friend is not around anymore, should I still be around? Should I carry on with my life without this person here next to me? Now, when you're going through this depression state, you would also feel like it's almost impossible to cope with this much of sadness. And it is best that if in this stage, when you feel that you can't cope with the depression anymore, do seek help. Do look to counselors, do reach out for help, speak to someone about it. The fifth stage of grief is actually acceptance. Now, it is when you're actually fully accepting the reality that this person that just died is no longer physically around. Okay? Also, do bear in mind that it can take an individual a very long time to reach this level of acceptance. For some people, it may take 6 months, and for another person, it may take a year. It really depends on how fast or how much we are able to cope with our emotions. But when you've reached the level of acceptance, it is when you're able to tell yourself that this is the new reality that you live in. You always have to remember that there are people around you that you can talk to, that you can seek out for help and you can speak to. You don't have to go through these 5 stages of grief alone.